So for our Crock-Pot Wednesday, I peeled my sweet potatoes. So I'm peeling these the day ahead of time. And here is all of my peelings. So I'm going to take you out and I'll show you what I do with my peelings. So what I really like to do is have a place for everything and everything in its place. And this is my compost bin, and this is where I put all of my peelings, with its potatoes or sweet potatoes. Alright, now I'm done. Now since the lid is on, we're going to spin it. I try to spin it throughout the season. And welcome to Crock-Pot Wednesday, and you find me in my kitchen today. And today we have all natural lighting, so I'm going to see how this video works, not having my artificial lights, and just having it the whole natural way of making a video. Today we're going to make harvest ham supper. Now I don't cook with a lot of ham, but I thought this looked like a really unique recipe. And I always like trying different recipes and different wide range of foods, and this is going to be a really good one. It comes from this cookbook. It's called the Crock-Pot Cookbook. It's just a small little cookbook, and I got it for half off. It was 25 cents at the thrift store. If I can find this cookbook, I will share you a link in the description box. Hey, that way you can see it as well. Also, at the end of this video, I will share with you the recipe. And what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to scan the cookbook, and that way you can see the recipe off of the cookbook. So let's get started and let's make some harvest ham supper. Now this is going to take a while in the crock pot. This is going to take at least 8 hours. So I'm working early this morning, and this will be for supper. Usually our lunch is our main meal and our supper is a very light meal, but today it's going to be a little different. So it's 8:15 a.m. so let's get started. So we have a crock pot right here. Alright, so I'm going to turn the light on to show you all of this part of it. So we have a crock pot right here, and what it calls for is carrots, sweet potatoes, boneless ham, and maple syrup. We're going to layer the crock pot. So here's the crock pot, and what we're going to do is we're going to put some sweet potatoes in the bottom. I already peeled these. I did all of my work the day before. That way I don't have so much work to do. The sweet potatoes are going to take a while, so we're going to go ahead and put them on the bottom of it. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put carrots in it. Now the way the recipe is, you're supposed to have the carrots cut this way, which is very unusual. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it again. These carrots I need to get used up, and my mama always told me that you take some carrots and you have them in cold water with just a pinch of salt. That way they will keep longer if these are carrots that need to get used up. And that is how I store my older carrots. So we're just going to go ahead and lay them this way. It's exactly how the recipe calls for it. Slices of ham. And this is Smithfield ham, and it is, I got the honey cured ham. So we're going to just cut this ham up. This would be a great recipe to take for a Thanksgiving meal because it has the carrots and the sweet potatoes. And like I said, this is going to take quite a while to make because of the sweet potatoes being raw. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut up the ham in cubes like this. Not too small, but yet not so big. So we're going to just go like that. They actually have the ham in full slices, but I'm going to put it in like this. This is a really quick meal. I know a lot of people do not eat ham, and really we do not eat much ham at all as well, but something like this looks good. You can always omit the ham. So if you want just a vegetarian dish, you can always have it like that. We're going to bring out the rest of our sweet potatoes and put them on top. So that is what it looks like. So basically all we have is carrots, sweet potatoes, and ham. Now for the treat. This is called Shagbark Syrup. This is made by my friend Susan Sullivan. I bought this from her a long time ago. And I don't have maple syrup, but this is a good substitute for it. So it's called Shagbark Syrup. If you're interested in this and want to know more about it, I will give you her email so you can email her. Very good. It tastes like maple syrup, and so this is what we're going to use. So we're just going to pour that all on top. It calls for a cup of it. I put a little more than a cup of it because I wanted to use the rest of this up. Shagbark Syrup. Something very new to me, and I'm sure it's very new to most of you. Well, there we go. That is all we have to do to make this harvest ham supper. I'll get back to you when it's supper time and it's finished. Everyone, it's all finished. So our harvest supper is finished. It is sweet potatoes that are really soft, almost like mush, and we have some carrots and we have some ham slices. So let's give it a taste and see what we think. That is really good with that special substitute for maple syrup, and it's Shagbark Syrup. So if you're interested in Shagbark Syrup and want to know what it is, contact Susan Sullivan, and here is her email in my description box. I'll give you a hint, it comes from a tree. Take care everyone, we'll see you guys tomorrow. This is really good. And let me show it to you real close. So this is what it looks like. Real soft and tender. Give it a try. It's something really unique. But it's something that I'm going to be making many more times because it's delicious. Take care everyone, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
From the diary of my Grandma Fanny. We're on December the 12th, 1942. Today, Daddy was cutting wood all day. Marion and I went to Mountville for some shopping.